Right, welcome to episode 8 of Taking on 2021. Now today's going to be a good one because it's actually Thursday now. Now, I never really start this series the day before, but I thought this time it was probably about time to do so. So if you haven't seen the last video, today's Clarity Day. They released all of the information as to how we were being graded for 2021 exams. And it's given me that spark that I need to get started on all of my revision and the stuff that I kind of missed and hadn't been motivated to do before. But first of all, what I outlined on my community page, if you aren't subscribed, then you might want to subscribe because I drop all the updates and stuff on there. But I dropped the idea that I'd wake up and do this thing called a power hour. So a power hour is basically every morning as soon as you get up, you do 20 minutes of exercise, whether that's going for a walk, whether that's stretching, whether that's like an actual workout, try and invigorate you, get your mobility going and defeat the grogginess that comes with obviously waking up in the morning. Tries to kind of eliminate that as early as possible. Then it's 20 minutes of contemplative activity. So that's things like meditation, journaling, gratitude, stuff like that, just to try and get you into the right frame of mind, clear your mind of everything that's happened, I know, the day before, and put yourself into a positive outlook for the rest of the day. So I'll probably be doing either meditation or gratitude journaling because I feel like that's going to be a really powerful tool to help me just to feel as good as I possibly can be. And then the last 20 minutes is personal development. So personal development study and doing something to help benefit you as a person rather than just the things you're trying to achieve, because it's easy to get lost in all of your goals and stuff like that, but not actually develop yourself as a person and as a character. So that's kind of where this is coming in. And I'm making a shift at the moment more towards working on myself as a person and centering my goals around that as opposed to the extrinsic or the external ideas and tangible outcomes. I feel like that's going to be a more powerful tool for getting stuff done and just putting myself in a better position. But that's why I'm starting now, today, Thursday, rather than tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning I'm getting up, I'm doing that power hour at 7 a.m. But I'm about to sign up for this Mind Valley course. So it's called the Super Brain. Now it's actually quite an expensive course. It's £50 a month for all access, but I want to give it a go. I want to try it out and I want to see if I can recommend it to you guys. But I'm about to sign up for it now, and it's basically a 15 to 20 minute quest every single day, and you kind of go through that course, and it's a 30-day course. And the ultimate aim is to do one of those every month and try and master something new each month that tackles that goal of becoming a better person and a kind of better character overall, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing now. It is 8:54. I've got a meeting at 9 o'clock and then I'm going to be going to sleep. But I just want to let you know, update you, kind of go from there. But before we go and sign up for the course and do that, I wanted to introduce a really powerful concept. And it's basically the compound effect for personal development. And it's the idea that if you can improve yourself each and every day by just 1%, after a year, you haven't increased your performance by, 3.5 times. You've actually increased it by about 37 times. That's the power of the compounding effect, because each 1% builds on the factors that you had before. So if I start today, myself, as the 100% that I currently am, if I improve by that 1% every single day for 365 days, I will be 37.8 times better than I was off originally. Now, obviously, it's quite hard to quantify that, and you can't really define what improvement is in that tangible form, but it's just kind of the idea that really intrigues me and embodies kind of the power of slow and steady improvement. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this. Anyway, I've spoken for way too long now. Let's get on with it. I'm about to download this course. I'm about to do the meeting, and then I'll see you tomorrow morning, nice and early at 7 a.m. Let's go. Okay, right, 9:25 a.m. I've just come up from making this and kind of just getting freshened up, doing my teeth and all of that. And I just want to say, this power hour thing, we're only one day in, but I've got higher hopes for it. Today was sick. I really enjoyed the walk. I really enjoyed kind of just clearing my head on that walk, listening to a bit of music, kind of getting the blood pumping whilst just enjoying a nice walk in the sun with music. Then I came home, kind of just tidied up my room. But then the second 20 minutes, what I did is I did a small meditation on Headspace, and that was really nice. I actually really miss meditating in the mornings. I feel like in the first lockdown, I don't know if anyone here has seen the first lockdown series. It was actually the first time I started vlogging on this channel back in the first lockdown, and that was probably the best headspace I'd ever been in. And this has kind of reminded me of what I can get to, if that makes sense. And I really enjoyed it. It just gives you like a more positive mindset and just makes you feel a lot better. So I'm definitely going to be doing that in the mornings. But also after that meditation, I did a bit of journaling. So I also did this in the first lockdown. So basically I kind of just write down my initial thoughts and just the things that are in my head to start with. So literally just kind of like a summary of what I'm thinking at that time. And then I write down 3 things I'm grateful for and kind of just dive into that a bit. It just sets my mind up into like a positive frame. And yeah, I kind of carry that positivity forwards into the rest of the day with me, which is really nice. And then I've got a key thought, that's something that I don't want to forget, an idea that I want to bring through that day with me. So today's key thought was, in my current position, it was very easy to get complacent, especially with things like paid work and stuff. And I need to remain dedicated and getting everything done. And then also with my procrastination at the moment, I turn to things like YouTube and just like gaming on my phone or something. And it's not fulfilling at all, it's just dead. So I'd rather save that free time for when I can go out with my mates and stuff like that. So today I'm not going to be procrastinating with anything like the YouTube and all of that. I'm going to go out and play some football with one of my mates after we've done a workout together. So that'll be good. And I'm going to be saving that free time for kind of more valuable things that leave me feeling more fulfilled and driving me to continue to do what I'm doing. Yeah, if that makes sense. And then obviously the Mind Valley course, yeah, it was sick. It was kind of just like an introduction today and kind of teasing what we're going to cover. But I'm excited to get started with that. I think it'll be a good thing. Yeah, so that's the power hour. Sick. I definitely feel like that 1% has been improved today. So we're on our way to becoming 37 times better. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, whack that up there. Now I'm going to crack on with some chemistry cue cards because I need to get them done for the mock. Then a lot of you have been asking for a room tour, so I'm going to whack into a room tour. I've also got a little bit of a giveaway for one of my mates. There's also a tutoring giveaway and doing loads more in this video, so stay tuned, enjoy. I'm down the shake. Let's get on with some work. Let's go.
I can show you what love's supposed to feel like. I can show you what love's supposed to be. I can show you what love's supposed to feel like. I can show you, yeah. I can show you, yeah.
Okay, right, so I just finished up some more Pomodoro work. So I've got loads more of these chemistry organic cue cards, so done a bunch of those. And then I spent another set of the 25 minutes just planning out a sponsorship video. We've got some exciting content coming very soon and lots of stuff that hopefully I can kind of move this channel more towards so that my channel can be a vehicle for me to help the people that I love. And that's kind of like the ultimate aim. I kind of want this channel to be one of like a philanthropic light. Yeah, it should be good. It should be good. But anyway, I finished those. I sent off all of those emails and now it is 11:53. I've got an email. Yeah, anyway, that's the time, 10:54. I'm gonna go and grab some more food and then come up and hit the lessons. So I've got 2 lessons, 2 periods, and now we're giving you a little room tour. Let's go do that. First, also, I just came off a call with my mentor about kind of the weird email that I just received. I just want to say, kind of, in terms of mentoring, I never used to think that it was kind of something that I'd be interested in. I always preferred just kind of working on my own, but actually having had one for this past like 4 or 5 months, I realised kind of the power that it has, and it's really helped me to kind of deal with all of these situations, mainly now the business related ones and things like that, and it's genuinely just kind of stepped up my ability to handle everything. And I'm really kind of appreciative for all that he does for me, and it's brilliant. So I'd recommend just kind of going out, finding someone in the area that you work in that inspires you, reach out to him and just see if he can kind of give you advice and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to it. Okay, right. I'm now back up from lunch. Had a solid lunch to be fair, so just a cheeky egg and bacon sandwich, a bit ketchup, lots and lots of water, and then an apple, and that was good. Yeah, it's actually a really nice day as well. But yeah, played some games, all of that. I'm back up. We're ready for not much because I'm knackered. But it is now 2:24. I'm working out at 3 o'clock, and then after the workout, I'm going straight to the field, kicking a ball around one of my mates because we're allowed to do that now, which is sick. So I'll get some sick drone shots and all of that. But a lot of you have been requesting a room tour, so I just thought that I'd whack out the camera, whack out the room. And give you a little room tour. Yeah, it's not in the tidiest condition. It's kind of just like a typical situation where things are a bit messy but kind of somewhat organised. So let's get straight into it. Let's go. Okay, so as you come in, I've just got the door and I just hang out like my dressing gown, my onesie and a couple of jumpers on here. Then you come in and you've got the whiteboard. So this is kind of the thing that I use to plan a lot of stuff, plan a lot of videos and kind of make content for this company that I'm working for. Now I also just whack up random tasks. Those are completely irrelevant. I don't tend to use this whiteboard too often, but it's just there ready for when I need it, and I can pin stuff up like what are the ions that we need to know for chemistry and stuff like that. Then coming past that, you've got the cupboard. Now on here I've got my calendar. I only really use this when I get into really like time consuming times, so that might be the sprint to mocks or something. So for example here, it's still back in September, and that's when I have like a proper mock week, and then I can pull that down. So actually I don't have too much on this, although there, as you can see, that was the summer when we had all the COVID stuff still. I used it a lot, so things like filming my videos, things like passing my theory test, doing my actual driving test, all of the lesson work and stuff that we had to do, that was all up there. Coming to the cupboard, it's not like hugely organised, but it's decent. You've just got basically gym stuff down here, so gym bag, gym tops, joggers at the back, then you've got all of my t-shirts and then all of my jeans and jumpers, and then up here is just kind of random things that are hanging up. So I've got jumpers, I've got coats, I've got like smarter t-shirts, yeah, kind of like polo shirts, things like that, and then just a couple random coats. Then on my socks and all the boxes down there, just shorts, things, and just a lot of random stuff in there, random bags and whatnot. Then come down, you got obviously the ring light that I use for pretty much every video. You got my guitar that's been there recently, and a massive mirror that basically just lets me see everything, which is nice. I quite like having a mirror there. It's cool. Open that up. Snacks, mate. You've got to have a lot of snacks. So this is all of my bulking food. So I've got like protein bars, I've got caramel wafers, I've got chocolate bars. I did have some pepperonis and crisps and stuff in here, and then rich teas, porridge, stuff like that. My old Sainsbury's uniform that I still haven't brought back yet. I actually need to get that back ASAP. ASAP Rocky. Terrible jokes here. And then in here you've got all of my actual textbooks for A-levels, so my physics, my chemistry and my maths textbooks in there. And that's all that, and then a day folder, of course. So I kind of use this more when I'm actually at school because I need it more. So I like whack all my day folder and stuff in there, and that's good. Then obviously got the shutters. I usually leave my tripod down here just because it's kind of with all my kind of recording stuff. Random bags down there which I don't even know why they are there, but they are. And then you've got my shutters. So these are actually really cool because you can just obviously close them and then you've got no light, or you can open them all of the way and then just let in loads of light through here, and that is sick. It's just like a nice thing to have. I don't know why I've still got these up here. These are the 6th form photo and the year 11 photo, I think. Oh yeah, up there with big Hughesy and Big James. And then up there, nice. Oh. Then up here, honestly, again, I just hang some random things up here. So there's a badminton medal from when I played for the county. Then some random man bags and a back support thing. But then we come to the productive area, kind of the area where everything happens. So you've got your desk. Sorry, you got your chair. This is actually a new chair. I don't know if you saw me build it in one of this series actually. But then you've got the PC. So this is the one that I actually built myself. And if you want to see that video, it's actually up there. But nice PC that I use for all of my editing, a wireless charger, an SD card reader, and I'm charging up my power bank in case I go out and stuff like that. Then you've obviously got the drawers. So this is filled with all of my cue cards, some G Fuel that I bought, and loads of revision supplies at the back like cue cards and whiteboard and things like that. And then random miscellaneous books down there. Drawer full of literally random stuff. All of kind of my like stationery stuff in there. Then loads of books that I want to read up here. So things like the Stephen Hawking, 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. This one, which I haven't actually read very often, or ever. And then kind of all of of the university prospectuses and all of that. Some aftershaves, my mic, speaker, watches, deodorant, and then just kind of camera recording gear stuff, and a random chain for some reason. Then we pop over to this side and we've got, this is where I store all of my A-level books. So my actual workbooks where I write everything in. So I've got my chemistry, my maths and my physics, and that's all there, and then just kind of random plastic wallets there. Whip over here and you've got the poster that I got recently. I say recently, probably like 6 months ago, something like that. It just kind of motivates me to keep going, and when I'm working here I've got that next to me and it's quite nice to have. Cheeky desk lamp, of course. Panning over here, you've got my practical pass certificate, and then just loads of photos of me and the boys. So things like levers in year 11, just random school times, all of the different gaff, which were just great, and just a few random photos. There's prom, levers again, Christmas, and badminton. Beneath this is actually a tropical metal poster that I pin all of these to with magnets, which is pretty cool. And then whipping over here again, this is me and Liv, so just loads of photos of us together from all of like our favourite times. We went down to London, some parties, Mexico, more parties, just at hers, stuff like that. Nice thing to keep it there. I actually need to update those very soon. And then just key storage, and that pretty much concludes the room. Then it just leaves me with this bed. Now this bed we actually had loads of problems with. It was ridiculous. It is a Ottoman storage bed, so I can actually lift this up and store loads of stuff inside, and then the TV comes out of the end of the bed over there. Let me actually show you that. So that the bed actually goes down, no, the TV goes down into the bed, and I really like that. It's pretty cool. And yeah, it just disappears into the bed. But yeah, no, we had loads of problems with this. So the bed that I'm sitting on is actually made up of 2 wooden panels, and those 2 wooden panels broke about 4 times, and I ended up caving into the bed and damaging all the stuff underneath it. They were actually just installed it badly. But because of that, we basically got the bed for like a quarter of the price, because they kept having to reimburse us. So it was literally, it was cheaper than like a standard bed frame, and we get all of the TV and stuff with it, which was cool. But yeah, I don't actually really use this TV very often. I might leave it down for a while. Nice. That concludes the room tour. I just realised I forgot to show you what the room looked like with all of the LEDs around the top, so I'm going to quickly just back out the room and get that. So this is it as it is with all the light, none of the LEDs or anything like that, and then this is it with the LEDs. Okay, I mean you can't quite see it because there's still a lot of light coming in through the window, but this is kind of what it looks like. You've got all of the LEDs at the top, and you can change all of the colours on those with this remote control. So the sensor's actually up in the top corner of the room, but look, I can change all of the colours, go through it all. You can even put it on flash, which just kind of flashes through them, strobe, which changes pretty rapidly, fade, kind of just fades through all of the different colours, and then smooth, which is kind of just the same thing. And that's that, that's the video, let's go. Okay, I don't know how I'm forgetting all of this, but I've also got an Alexa, which is there, and that also controls my ceiling light, because my ceiling light is a Philips Hue light, so it changes colours and stuff like that. So for example, if I say, Alexa, turn lights on, it should. There you go, come on. And then if I say, Alexa, turn lights red, it turns red, and that's pretty cool. Anyway, back to the video. Anyway, I'm gonna just chill out for a bit now before we smash the workout very, very hard. I need just a bit of energy. Let's go.
Tongue-tied midnight. You can say all that you want, but you and I were meant for this. You know, sometimes we hide behind this illusion that we're done. Oh, please see that you're wrong in this. I don't fall in love cause I'm here tonight. I don't wanna say it, but it just feels right. I took a pill just to pass the time. I want to stay at the back of your mind. Wasting it all for him, don't get me wrong, but I'm done with these games. But I'll hold on to faith. You and I are stuck on this. I can't seem to let this go.
Okay, just finished the workout. Hit the arms, so this is the 3rd arm session this week. I've got 2 more weeks of this, 2 more weeks. Yeah, 2 more weeks. And it pushes me to the edge of overtraining on my arms and shoulders, and then I'll just give myself a week to recover and then hit the cycle again, so it should be good. But anyway, I'm going out to play some ball with James in about 5-10 minutes. I'm going to whip up my shake, grab all the video gear, and we'll go. Let's go. just about to leave the field now then. Yeah, so basically, hold on. I saw this the other day for one of my mates, and he loves Kendrick Lamar, so I saw this and I couldn't not buy it for him. I just think it's funny. So it's a t-shirt and it says Kendrick Lamar. And it's like you wish. So yeah, I'm gonna go drop that off to him, give it that. It would be like nice. And then yeah, let's go. Okay, back to the field now. I tried to get a few drone shots as well of the sunset. But I am so stupid. I probably already told you post-edit, but I forgot to clear out the SD card, so I had to live stream all of the recorded footage to my phone, and it just saved it to my phone from there, so the quality isn't great, and it's just a bit of a mess, to be honest. But yeah, no, I gave the top to him, and he really liked it, said it made his day, so all worth it in my opinion, and that's great. But yeah, I really want this channel to kind of be like I said, a vehicle for letting me do things like that. I just think it would be a nice way to kind of share everything, or like the opportunities that I create with this channel with like my mates and stuff. So I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate all that you can help me to do, if that makes sense. Apologies for the lack of quality at the moment. I'm actually filming this on the front camera of my phone, and the lighting in here isn't great because my camera's died. I'm just charging that up. But yeah, it's about, I just went to grab my phone while I'm filming on it. It is currently 6:30. I am absolutely shattered. I'm probably gonna have a shower, then I'll have my dinner, do all of that, and then I'll hopefully get a bit more work done after dinner, and it'll be good. But before I get my work done, I've just got something to announce. Is Mathsify are actually doing a giveaway for their tutoring service. So they're giving away a few tutoring sessions for free. So if you want to check that out, that's just up there. And I'll also link them in the description below. But anyway, I'm gonna have a shower, I'm gonna have some dinner, and then we'll crack on with a bit more work. Probably a bit later, maybe like 8 o'clock or something. Oh God, let's go. We ended up just watching a movie with the family. So we watched World War Z, sick movie. It's now 9:45, 9:45. I am genuinely on the verge of passing out. I'm so tired. Honestly, recently I've just been the most tired I've ever been. But oh well. Good night. Okay, right, it's now Sunday night, and to be honest, this weekend, using the power hour, it's been great. It has been one of the best things I've done in a long time. So yesterday, Saturday, after the night you just saw, I was absolutely shattered. I got up, well, my alarm went off at 7:30, but I didn't get out of bed until about 11 o'clock. But despite starting really poorly, I made sure that I did that power hour. So I got up at 11 feeling awful, but committed to doing the power hour. I came out of it and still managed to do like 9 hours paid work, which is ridiculous, but it just shows the power of the tool. For me, mornings are kind of my critical factors. If I don't have a good morning, I don't have a good day, and it kind of starts with that. A bit like we had motivational momentum, you also have deteriorating momentum. So if you start poorly, that compounds and it rolls into just an awful day. If you start poorly, but then chuck in that power hour, it stops that momentum and starts rolling in the other direction, and you pick up the speed again. And I feel like that's what it's doing. So yesterday it started poorly, but then I did the power hour and got loads done. This morning it started better. I did the power hour and I finished the entire video and got everything that I needed to do done. So I'm definitely going to be trying it this week. And through the Mind Valley course that I showed you at the start, I devised a new morning routine that incorporates this power hour. So I'm going to be trying that the whole of this week, and that's going to take the focus of next week's episode of Taking on 2021, episode 9. So again, if you aren't subscribed already, I recommend subscribing, and I recommend dropping a like for the YouTube algorithm. That just does bits, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll give you a quick sneak peek on next week's routine. So the new morning routine, I'm going to wake up each morning and dream journal. Just get all of the key points down for my dreams, because a lot of the time your subconscious mind is working on your problems while you dream, and you just forget that in the morning. So if you can tap into that by just writing it down in the morning, maybe spending 10 minutes on it, you might solve a problem that takes you hours and hours to figure out. So I'm going to get into the habit of that, but it also sets me up for for lucid dreaming, which is going to be the course I do after this one, because you might remember I did my EPQ on lucid dreaming. I'm really fascinated by lucid dreaming. It's a sick concept and has so much potential for propelling you into a better state and just developing you as a character, hence why we're going to try it on this channel, and I'm going to bring that to you guys. But then I'll dream journal, then I'll get out of my bed, I'll down a bottle of water. So I'll down this bottle of water, it's 800 ml, and that's just to hydrate me, because during the night you lose loads of water and it just isn't great, to be honest. Then I'll make my bed. A clear room is a clear mind, hence it's pretty self-explanatory. In my GCSE Q&A, Nada actually mentioned she brushes her teeth with her left hand, and then that came up in this course again, and it's meant to develop brain plasticity and help keep your brain malleable for new connections and stuff. So I'm going to be trying that. Brush my teeth with the opposite hand and I'll freshen up. Then I'll go downstairs and start the power hour. So I'll do a couple of minutes of HIIT and then spend the next 15 minutes going on a walk like I did in this video. I go on a walk with my tea, with my coffee, and just kind of listen to a bit of music and get the blood pumping a bit like that. I'll get back and I will meditate for 5 to 10 minutes, focusing on deep breathing, oxygenating the mind, but also getting into like a more positive and clear mental state. For the next 5-10 minutes, and the second half of that 20 minutes, I will journal, I will do my gratitude, and I will then plan my day with 2 to 3 kind of focal points. So I won't give a definitive plan because I feel like that's too rigid and you don't get as much autonomy. I'll do a few focal points and just make sure I hit those focal points, and that'll be that. And then that's the second 20 minutes done, and then for the third 20 minutes I'm going to make my smoothie, my morning shake. That's the berry one that you saw this morning, and I'll do the 20 minutes of personal development study. And that concludes my morning routine. So it shouldn't take more than about an hour and 20, hour and a half, but I mean, everything's sorted. So when I'm actually back at sixth form, I can wake up at what, 7, do that morning routine, and then leave for sixth form at 8:20. So it'll be calm, it'll be good. And I'm excited to try this. I'm excited to take you along with me. But otherwise, I'm afraid that is it for today's episode. I do hope you've enjoyed. And again, if you have enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.